So very good morning to all of you. This is your lecture number 8 for the management, and up till now we have finished only the unit number 1, and now we will see the unit number 2, or start the unit number 2. So unit number 1, introduction to management concept and managerial skill, already we have finished. It required us to finish the 7 lecture, and now we'll start this unit number 2. Almost I have given the MCQs and the objective type questions on unit number 1 and all units combinedly, also one file, and also lecture material. At the end of lecture I am delivering to the Google Classroom, as well as this recorded lecture what we are doing today is also beneficial for you. Later you can see for your revision. So all these unit outcomes of unit 1, we have seen differentiate the concept and principles of management for given situation, explain function of management for given situation, compare the features of given types of planning, suggest the steps in organization in the given situation, also identify the function areas of management, and suggest suitable managerial skill. So this all part we have taken in the unit number 1, and in unit number 2 the outcomes are differentiate the nature of planning and planning activities for the given situation. Generally the unit 2 is deals with the planning and organizing work at the supervisory level. If you go back, that we have seen the levels of management in that top level, middle level, and the lower level management. Under that level, if you consider that the planning and organizing at supervisory level will come under the middle level or lower level managements. So this is unit number 2, and we will inshallah start today, and you can understand one by one outcomes. So there are planning at supervisory level, planning activities, detailing and following of each steps, prescribing standard forms and various activity, also budgeting of the materials and the manpower. Similarly, organizing at supervisory level, organizing the physical resources, matching the human need with the job needs, allotment of tasks to the individual, and establishing relationship between them. So all these are the content of your unit number 2, and one by one inshallah will finish. So soon there will be unit test for your whatever we are covering uh, based on the MCQs or on online quiz or offline quiz. So you should study regularly whatever material you are getting from the online source and whatever material I am giving to you. This manual of management already with you, the unit number 2, planning and organizing at supervisory level. So this manual, all your subject requirement is covered very good manner. You should use this manual for your study. Now we'll come to our lecture today. That is the unit 2 of your unit outcome 1. That is planning and organizing at a supervisory level. It is divided into 2 parts, but I can say it is divided into 3 parts. First part is nature of the planning. In that, uh, what is a planning? What is a planning? Nature of planning? Why planning or importance need of the planning? Types of planning, steps in planning and planning execution and controlling process. So we'll look after that. If you have to go here, you can see this is your target. I will just open up the pen. You can see here, this is your target. Okay, you have to reach at your target, or you can say this is your goal. Your goal. You have to reach at your goal, and you are here. I will say you. That's why you are here. Okay, and now you you have to reach to your goal. It is a physical example I am giving to you, and you can understand this. So, if you have to go to your range, there are several obstructions. Maybe river is there, maybe mountains are there, and there is path to reach your target, and you will make your path, and you follow the already built path to reach your goal. But to reach your goal, if there is, I think so, if there is river, that's why you are going from here. But at certain point you have to cross. But if I will proper plan and uh, do work, so you can see that directly I can manage, or I will construct a bridge here, and I will uh, overcome this long distance, and by short distance I will reach my target. So many obstructions are there. Very, you can see here also. This is long road. Here also you can see the long road. So direct path you can make by avoiding that. So, but if there is some certain activities to be fulfilled, then you can avoid the situations. So planning makes us to reach our target or our goal before time, or optimum time, I will say. Otherwise, you can't. If you not plan, you will work like this zigzag manner, and to fulfill your goal or to fulfill your target, you need a large time, and if you increase the time, then at the same time you need large manpower, and you will increase the manpower requirement. So that's why when your goal is known to you, so you are doing proper planning. And nature of planning means which type of planning you are adopting. It depends on the person, person to person. We already seen the planning, different types of planning in lecture before in unit number 1. So that each activity which is or perform on the time, to perform that activity we need manpower and the material also. So it is said that good plan, like a road map, it shows the final destination, and usually the best way to get there. The best way you have to choose, and it will come if you know the target, your target, and the path. Without path, you will not reach your destination, your goal, or your target. So hence, good plan is like a road map. It shows the final destination, and usually the best or better way to get there. This is the definition of what you can say the planning. And planning is necessary to know each and every activity and steps involved in the planning. So that should be very important. While planning, we take the stock of situation where we are, decide where we want to go, and also we decide the path to reach there, and that path is nothing but the plan to reach our target. Now we'll see the planning, very different definitions are there. Planning is the first and foremost step in the process of management of any activity at the level of individual or an organization of any type. तो सबसे पहली एक्टिविटी है मैनेजमेंट की प्लानिंग. ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में बी फैमिली, business or non-business organization, any other type of organization, large, small, medium sector, each one they need a planning at different levels. However, it is essential to decide the objectives and goals first, and for the achievement of the same, the plan are made and executed. तो पहले हमारा टारगेट फिक्स करना पड़ेगा, हमारा गोल फिक्स करना पड़ेगा. Then we will decide the path, and the decision of that path is nothing but planning, and on based on that path we are executing the work. It is the mental process or activity. First, the plans are made at the mental level, focusing on the desired goal. Thereafter, they are put on paper as an appropriate action plan. Top management, with the help of middle and lower level management, execute them in time-bound manner to achieve desired goal. Creation of different business and functional policies is also the part of your planning. Now the nature of planning. Planning is always future oriented. Definitely, we will working to fulfill our future requirement, and this is always you can see the future event, because we are planning before doing any activity to fulfill certain target. Okay, we plan for next week, for coming week, month, year, and coming years. As we are planning the timetable of your study, we never plan for the past. You know? Now you will, if your test is there, then before test you will get the timetable. Before exam you will get the timetable, so that you can plan better way for your studies. So similarly, in industries also, or any type of organization, we need to good plan. पहले भी हमने देखा, तो why we need this, where we are, when, why, who, what, and how. This is the questions creating our mind when we are putting certain goals. To achieve that goals, in our mind these questions are coming. कहाँ जाना है हम लोग, कहाँ अभी हैं, where are we now, where we have to go, कहाँ हमको पहुँचना है, कहाँ reach करना है, and how we will go there, how we will reach, who will go there, who will do that work, what are their requirements, and why we are going to achieve that goals, and when, कब हमको ये काम करना है, when we have to fulfill the task, and how we have to fulfill the task. That path we have to generate, and on that each activity is listed out, and then we can follow some activity in parallel, यानी कुछ एक्टिविटी हम साथ में कर सकते हैं, लेकिन कुछ एक्टिविटी जो है वो सक्सेसर रहेगी, या इट इज़ फॉलोड बाय सम प्रीवियस एक्टिविटीज. है ना, हमको कोई चीज़ बनाना है तो उसके लिए रिसोर्सेस हमको रॉ मटेरियल लगेगा, मैन पावर लगेगा, उसका अरेंजमेंट करना पड़ेगा, है ना। अब बनाए तो उसको सेल करना उसके आगे की एक्टिविटी है। हमारा टारगेट क्या है, हमारे कस्टमर है, हाउ वी विल रीच देयर। All these things are nothing but come under the nature of planning, and it is always the future oriented. According to the Cones and the O'Donnell, we define the planning is deciding in advance what to do, how to do, when to do, and who is to do it. It bridges the gap from where we are and where we want to go. And it is the essence, the exercise of foresight. Why we need planning? Why planning or need the importance of planning? Unless planning is done, no activity can start and nothing can be done. है ना। जाना था जापान, पहुंच गए चीन, तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। Our target is something there. We have to make a good product, and we are not able to provide that good product to the customer. We are going to Nasik and we are following the path of the Satana. So if you are following the path of Satana, you will reach the Satana, you will not reach Nasik. So that's why the planning is very important, and it's a need. Planning creates a focus and direction towards the goal. Planning minimizes the risk of failure and uncertainty. Risk of failure means हमको मालूम होगा कि रॉ मटेरियल कितने में है, मेन पावर कितना लगेगा, और कितने में हम प्रोडक्ट बेचेंगे। अगर प्रोडक्ट हम इतने में बेचेंगे तो क्या लोग खरीदेंगे उसको? वो खरीदेंगे तो कितना खरीदेंगे, और कौन से मौसम में खरीदेंगे, कब खरीदेंगे? अगर नहीं खरीदेंगे तो हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा? तो ऑल दिस कम अंडर द प्लानिंग. Planning facilitated control. In absence of planning, we don't know what is to be done, and control, no control is possible. अगर प्लानिंग नहीं है प्रॉपर तो हमारा कंट्रोलिंग भी प्रॉपर नहीं है, वी कैन नॉट कंट्रोल. प्लानिंग improves efficiency and effectiveness of any activity or process and ensures optimum utilization of your resources. है ना। अननेसेसरी परचेसिंग नहीं होगी, अननेसेसरी मैन पावर हम लोग डिप्लॉय नहीं करेंगे. इफ यू विल डू द प्लान and you will come to know कि what resources you need और कहाँ पर हमको क्या लगाना है, ये हमको मालूम रहेगा. And then this it is a very important planning, and you will success. Then we will come to the your types of planning. भाई शेख समीर साहब, क्या टाइम हो गया अभी? आपको बार बार बोलते हैं कि टाइम पर आप लेक्चर ज्वाइन कीजिए, लेकिन स्टिल यू आर नॉट फॉलोइंग. तो प्लानिंग कैन बी क्लासिफाइड ऑन द फॉलोइंग बेसिस. The planning will come under the types of planning. The planning can be classified on the following basis. It can be classified on the coverage of activity, corporate planning, SBU level, and departmental level or functional planning. Similarly, important based on importance and content, the strategic and tactical or operational planning. If it is involved by the time period, then long term, mid term, short term planning, medium term, and also depend on the approach or adopted, the proactive and reactive planning. All this we have already discussed in the previous unit, but this coverage of activity in all level, it will come under the corporate or departmental level or functional planning. Importance of content, uh, this is mainly for the tactical and operational planning, and time period involved, long term and short term planning goals of your industry or organization. And what proactive means, before any product come into the market and you are planning for that, for new product, that is new machinery or new tools, they are called as a proactive planning. Otherwise, demands come from the customer and then you are doing the planning, and they are called as a reactive planning based on the requirement. Above said classifications are important classification. There are other types also which are not going to discuss here, not a scope of your. Now we'll see the steps in planning. The planning process is different from one plant to another and one organization to another. So every organization, their goals are different. So definitely the path will be different. Steps generally involved in planning are shown in the diagram. You can see the first one, the uh, perception of opportunity. Perception of opportunity यानी what we are going to do, what is our target, उसका बेनिफिट, उसका अपॉर्चुनिटी क्या है ना. हमको सिविल इंजीनियर बनना है, दैट्स व्हाई वी आर स्टडिंग, है ना. अदरवाइज विल join the lecture, you will not. Will going to class, no. You are taking admission, why? Okay, because you are to, your goal is that you are to in 3 years you should be a diploma engineer. So here the perception of opportunities should be known to us. Then only we can set the objective at the step number 2, establishment of your objectives to fulfill that goal. Then the planning premises you have to select, decide, and you are searching of the alternatives to fulfill the your planning, and in better way, I can say, and not following the traditional way. You know the traditional way of planning, but you आप सर्च करते हो. अब मुझको अगर घर बनाना है, मैं घर बनाऊंगा तो पहले तो आई विल सी द लोकेशन वेयर आई हैव टू कंस्ट्रक्ट द घर, है ना. आप देखेंगे ना, आपके पड़ोसी कैसे रहना चाहिए, आपके अतराफ में कैसे लोग हैं, उनकी आपसे यानी ट्यूनिंग जमेगी नहीं, इन्वायरमेंट कैसा है, क्लीन लाइन ऐसा है नहीं है, ये लोकेलिटी का कैसा है, वहाँ पर रेट कैसे हैं, ऑल दिस थिंग बिफोर परचेसिंग यू विल प्लान, you will study, you will survey, and then another location you will go and then study their alternatives, what is benefit. यहाँ पर यार मीट, यहाँ तो मीठा, यहाँ तो सब फैसिलिटी है, इज चीप ऑल्सो, बट वाटर इज नॉट देयर. यहाँ मुझको पानी बहुत दूर से लाना पड़ेगा, पोर्टेबल वाटर इज नॉट अवेलेबल इन दिस लोकेलिटी. यहाँ रह के क्या मतलब है, विल थिंक अबाउट इट ना. then you will see the another alternative. हाँ चलो यहाँ पर everything is there, then you will purchase that plot to build the home. जब हम घर बनाना है, प्लॉट ले लिए, तो then we will see the alternatives again, कि भाई आरसीसी में बनाना है कि एंगल फर्सी में बनाना है कि प्लैंक और वुड सिस्टम में बनाना है, कौन सा मटेरियल इस्तेमाल करना है, क्या कॉस्ट बैठेगा उसका. You see the evaluate the alternatives. So it will come in step number 5, the evaluation of your alternatives. Then based on the evaluation, based on the your result evaluation, you'll choose the better alternative जहाँ पर आपको सब फैसिलिटी भी मिले और वो सस्ता भी हो, इकोनॉमिकल भी हो. It is a choice, and every person, every human being, they are thinking over that. Then formulation of supporting plan, and then establishing sequence of activities, how to fulfill and how to make your home better home. Just I have given one example. इसी तरह आपका ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अगर आपको कोई चलाना है, बनाना है, all these steps similarly you will follow. First, you see the opportunity market is there or not, then you will establish the objective मुझको क्या बनाना है, then you will plan the premises, and then you will identify the alternatives, and then we will evaluate the alternatives as you have said, and then selecting of the alternatives, and then at 7 number you will formulate the supporting plan, and then the activities is at the last you will follow the activity and their control, and this is nothing but you can say the process of your planning, execution and controlling process. है ना, प्लानिंग मेरा हो गया. प्लानिंग इज द फर्स्ट पार्ट. Plans are made and plans are delivered to execution process. When I will go for execution, then there may be something that I'm not accepting at the execution level, or execution level the manager or the supervisor, it is not accepting that this plan is not good. How will work out? या फिर हम प्लान एग्जीक्यूट करेंगे उसमें हमको प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है. दैट इज द follow up given to the data is collected to the controlling process, and the changes as I proceed again for the planning, and then new plan will come with correction. And this process, planning, execution and controlling process, it is continuous process for any organization. So that's why planning is very important at each and every level. Now the second part of this lecture is you can say implementation of the plan and at the floor level with a focus on supervisor's role. तो इम्प्लीमेंटेशन प्लान हमने बना लिया, तो डेफिनेटली वी हैव टू इम्प्लीमेंट टू फुलफिल व्हाट इज आवर प्लान टू अचीव द गोल. प्लान क्या सिर्फ पेपर के लिए होता है? हाँ, नो, प्लानिंग इज नॉट फॉर द पेपर वर्क ओनली. दैट शुड बी फॉलोड एट द शॉप फ्लोर, जहाँ पर एक्चुअल आपका काम होता है उसको शॉप फ्लोर बोलते हैं. द फोकस ऑन सुपरवाइजर्स रोल. Okay, so where we are workshop, we are working that is shop floor, and that should be implemented there, and you have to fulfill the goal. The concept of soft and hard side of planning, we'll see level of management with functions and duties of the supervisor, planning at supervisor level, and contingency of situation of planning and summary. Key takeaway of this session: all goals and objectives will remain as managerial लाल के हसीन सपने in absence of execution or implementation of plan. यानी हमने बड़े बड़े प्लान बना लिए और उस पर एग्जीक्यूट नहीं कर रहे, तो यहाँ पर क्या, इट इज़ द मंजीर लाल के हसीन सपने, यानी दे आर ओनली, वो ख्वाब हैं, है ना, शेख चिल्ली के ख्वाब जिसको हम बोलते हैं, इसका इम्प्लीमेंटेशन नहीं होता. दैट इज़ ओनली ख्वाब, दैट इज़ ओनली प्लान. Then levels of management functions and duties of supervisor, we will also see planning at supervisor level, and then we will see what we will learn Planning is a material process and top managers generate long-term plan and policies to achieve organization goals. Repeatedly, we are seeing this point. Then middle level managers or department heads is in consultation with the top managers. They create action plan or functional plan which are first put on paper. Then both the steps as above are the soft side of the planning which deals decide what is to be done and how it to be done on paper. That's why they are at the soft side of planning. However, unless these action plans are implemented or executed physically by someone with the help of given resources in a time bound manner, no results will be achieved. This hard or physical side of planning operational plans are made on the basis of functional plan and are executed by the middle level manager with the help of lower level manager, that is section head or supervisor. Then we'll come at the hard level where the you have to implement it. And this hard or physical side of planning is the operational plan are made on the basis of the functional plan or soft side of planning we get and are executed by middle level manager with the help of lower level manager. So supervisor level management will come in under this. This is just like passing the baton on a creating chain of actions. So that you have to work on the field and understand that the lower management or the supervisors are there in all types of industries. It may be mechanical, electrical, construction side, whose action is the subject matter of discussion on this part. They are responsible for getting work done from the workers as per the instruction and guideline received from the top by following the certain steps or procedure. So it will come, the supervisory level will come in this section at lower level management. If steps will be same only, the details will vary यहाँ पर vary meaning the changes from industry to industry. So this here it may be the A vary from industry to industry. Any change vary means changes from industry to industry. It will not be same for each type of organization or industry. For example, consider management arrangement of raw material in mechanical engineering workshop. He has to arrange for steel to process on machine or components and hardware for assembly. But in construction industry, he has to arrange construction steel, cement, bricks, and so on. So every industry, their requirements are different. They are not same. So definitely, their process of management will be different. However, for sake of our discussion, we will limit ourselves to the engineering industry or a workshop. So this already we have seen the top level, middle level, lower level management. These are three levels of management, and in supervisor and the foreman will come under the lower level management, carrying out the operation and their supervisors. And the, so this will come at that lower level. So this level of management and different plan, strategy plan, tactical plan, and operation plan or short-term plan at the operational level. All these are we have seen in unit number 1 already. Now we will see the functions or the duties. You can see the duties of at the supervisory level. क्या काम रहता है सुपरवाइजर को सुपरवाइजर लेवल पे और मिडिल लेवल मैनेजमेंट में? They had to assign the job and task to various worker. इनका काम सबसे क्या है कि जो काम करना है, जो काम करवाना है, वो काम वो वर्कर्स को बताते हैं हमारे कंस्ट्रक्शन इंडस्ट्री में भी आप देखेंगे कि सुबह सुपरवाइजर साइट पर जाता है, मेसन को और लेबर को काम बताकर, फिर वापस वो दिन भर नहीं जाता, फिर शाम में देखने जाता है कि जो मैंने काम बताया था उसने फुलफिल किया, काम किया कि नहीं किया। ये सुपरवाइजर का काम है। हाँ, बीच में उसको कुछ सामान लगता है तो फिर वो जाता है, दौड़ कर भी करे भाई ये सामान तो आपने अरेंज नहीं किया। then again here the drawback of planning. if you are doing any activity, आप ब्रिक वर्क कर रहे हैं और साइड के ऊपर ब्रिक ही नहीं है, तो इट इज, you are not doing the planning properly. To assign job and task is his first job. To guide and instruct worker for day to day activity, है ना, डेली बताना पड़ता है भाई ये काम कर लो, ये ऐसा करना है, इसको ऐसा करना है, मेजरमेंट ऐसे लेना है, इसका दुपट्टा इतना रहेगा, ये प्लम करो, है ना, कंस्ट्रक्शन इंडस्ट्री में। इसी तरह मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग में भी आप आपको कुछ बनाना है तो दिस मटेरियल इज रिक्वायर्ड, कट द मटेरियल ऑन दिस साइड, 2 mm pipe is 2 mm thickness pipe is required, is available or not, you will search and then guide how many length is required for the pipe to be cut and how to join it. This day-to-day activity is to be instruction given to the worker by the supervisor, to be responsible for quality and quantity of production, है ना, सिर्फ अब काम बता दिया और चला गया, ये that is not the work of supervisor. Is continuous watching what is going on. We are not getting the quality product, we are not getting the output. हाँ, 2 बरास प्लास्टर एक दिन में करना था, एक ही बरास किया भाई ने, तो ये क्वांटिटी मिली क्या हमको? नहीं। 2 बरास प्लास्टर करना था, 3 बरास कर दिया, लेकिन क्वालिटी नहीं है, प्लम नहीं है, लेवल नहीं है, अंडुलेशन है प्लास्टर, एक्सेप्टेबल है क्या? नहीं, नहीं है। That is a work of the supervisor to check the activities and control the activity. It is responsibility of the supervisor. Then to create and maintain safe working condition, है ना, सेफ्टी शूज चाहिए, साइट पर अगर काम कर रहे हैं या फैक्ट्री में भी, आप वर्कशॉप में भी काम कर रहे हैं तो एप्रॉन चाहिए, मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर्स को एप्रॉन चाहिए, सेफ्टी शूज चाहिए, कोई भी चीज़ फॉल हो गई सेफ्टी हेलमेट्स चाहिए, हैंड ग्लोव्स चाहिए आपको, तुम्हारी आई के प्रोटेक्शन के लिए आई ग्लास चाहिए आपको, सेफ्टी ग्लासेस चाहिए, so that is also to check. To act as a link between top management and workers. This is the duty of your supervisor. To solve the grievances and problem of workers is also the duty of that. To provide necessary training to the workers and motivate them. Worker को training करना, उनको समझाना is also their work. And then prepare periodical reports and also maintain the discipline. It is the work of. Then planning at supervisory level, supervisors make short-term plan which can involve scheduling daily activities, machine, raw material required, manpower planning, how much manpower required for the certain activity, completing the production targets. He is a frontliner manager. He is responsible for getting work done from workers with respect to plans and policies set by the management. It is very important place and position and is continued active. A supervisor plan, direct, motivate and monitor the work performed by the workers at the operational level of the organization. तो क्या काम है उसका? रिक्वायरमेंट देना कि ये मटेरियल रखेगा, उसके हिसाब से प्लान करना कि इतना मटेरियल इतने दिन में खत्म हो जाए, वापस से मेरे को ये टाइम में रिक्वायरमेंट चाहिए, ये मटेरियल चाहिए, फिर काम क्या करना है वो डायरेक्ट करता है, वर्कर्स को मोटिवेट करता है कि भाई ये इतने टाइम में काम करोगे तो you will get more incentives, and then he is monitoring the quantity and quality of work is done or not. Both are required, not quality, not quantity. They both are required. Quality also required and quantity also required. To get more quantity, you will not compromise with the quality. Otherwise, your products will be hampered. Workflow, supervise plan, budget, manpower, overhead, raw material, and that is small. All this we have discussed now. Then contingency planning was identifying alternate courses of action that can implemented, and when the original plan is not adequate due to changing circumstances. So sometimes what happen, some type of materials we are needed, but that is not available in market. What we have to do? So he has to think over the certain alternative, and then he set back the top level management भाई ISMB 200 चाहिए था, मार्केट में अवेलेबल नहीं है, अभी उसका क्या करना है? यानी the top level management or middle level management, they will go to the consultant and they will buy ऐसा है, you are given suggested that type of that type of beam, Indian standard beam is not available in the market. What we have to do? Then the changing is done, and that is the coming the flexibility and efficient handling of the changing conditions, and that's why the work is going on smoothly. So all these situations are come under the planning. So we have seen the planning is important and foremost function of the management. The industry may be engineering, electrical, construction, chemical, textile, or any other. The principle and premises of planning remain same. The only difference is in detailing of the development and deployment of the resources. Definitely, the raw materials may be the difference. The main how to plan the activities, is same, and you have to rearrange the as per your resources, as per the deployment of resources also. Plans are not permanent, but they keep on evolving according to the changing situation and contingencies, as we have discussed now. There are three major types of plan, which are strategic plan, tactical plan, and operational plan. Already we have seen it in previous units also, and it depends on the levels of management from top to lower level management. So our diploma student, when they will pass out, they will join the any industry at supervisory level. So it is important for you to understand the planning execution at that level. तो सबसे चैलेंजिंग एग्जाम हम करते हैं डिप्लोमा इंजीनियर्स. ओके, so that is the your इसी तरह shop floor management and steps to be taken to supervisor at the shop floor. Shop floor यानी at the workplace you are working, है ना? At the workplace you can see the many good logos are there. Is this grinding activity? This is your lathe machine is also seen, I think so. So this is the shop floor. This is shop floor. Yeah, this is lathe machine. This is the CNC machines. How the work is done. Different machines are seen for the mechanical engineers. So what is the shop floor? There are millions of manufacturing and processing business around the world. The shop floor is an integral part of those businesses where the real action takes place. Shop floor यानी जहाँ पर काम होता है, जहाँ वर्कर काम करता है. Shop floor is responsible to bring out the tangible, usable, and superior quality products as per the specification. Definitely, we will work in the specification we will get from the consultant or the designer or the planner. The business dictionary defines shop floor as there are the area in a manufacturing facility where assembly or production is carried out with reference to design specifications, either by an automatic system or by workers or combination of both. The shop floor may include equipment, inventory, and storage areas. The shop floor is responsible to produce an intermediate or final product. So different parts we are assembling at the floor, that floor is called as shop floor. Shop floor management is developing and managing the shop floor operation, inventory, equipment, and workers. A shop floor being the participant of a production phase, its management requires dealing and handling all those factors which are directly involved in the production. The following diagram display the general purpose of the manufacturing, processing, and assembly business. So administration, manufacturing and processing, assembling, and then distribution, this system. What are the objectives of the your software? So today we have seen the this and level planning, and also the what is the soft floor objectives. You can see the soft floor some important objectives: routing movement of material on shop floor appropriately, है ना, यानी their flow should be proper, sequencing the procedure and process taking place on the shop floor, it should be in sequence. ऐसा नहीं है कि हम कटिंग एक जगह रख रहे हैं और वेल्डिंग बहुत दूर रख रहे हैं, ग्राइंडिंग वापस इधर उसके अपोजिट रख रहे हैं, तो दैट विल नॉट वर्क, है ना. तो सीक्वेंसेस ऑफ फ्लो शुड बी प्रॉपर, है ना. कटिंग होगी, वेल्डिंग होगी, ग्राइंडिंग होगी, फिर पेंटिंग होगी, then the final product will load. That is the floor soft floor management. Then scheduling of workforce, resources, and operation is also the work of the shop floor management. Their objectives: finding deviation from standard procedure and identifying loopholes in the shop floor communication. अगर कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, कहीं लूप होल है, कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, that is also identified by the shop floor management. So thank you for joining, and I have next lecture at 12:05, so we will stop here. Yes, both लग रही है ना आज.